Hello, everybody. Welcome back to AniyayAninay. As always, you know me. I'm Joey. No, I'm not. I'm John. Joey is to my left right here, currently trying to stop laughing.
Yo, what's going on? I don't know what this guy got going on today, man. He tripping big time.
I ain't slept in 2 days, man. Give me a break.
Oh, that sounds like a personal problem.
Yes, it is a personal problem, but you know what? I still come to record to give our audience great content because they love our content. And we got some great content to share with you guys today, so let's get started. Anyway, as always, guys, welcome back to AniyayAninay. For real, though, I'm Joey, not John. No, actually, I really am John. Or am I Joey? I don't know.
Well, which one's which today? Can you tell?
I think they know who we are. I just thought it'd be funny to all our fans who come out to support us. We all appreciate your support, by the way. Grateful, very grateful. We're only about 50 subscribers away from 2,000. I mean, it's just only like last November we were starting at 0 and only got like 53 in 1 month. And now, thanks to all of your support, we're close to now 2,000 subscribers, and we greatly appreciate it.
We greatly appreciate you and love you all. Keep us happy, and we'll keep you happy. That's how we look at it.
Yes, well, we'll always keep them happy.
Facts.
For anyone who comes to listen to our content, because people love us and people love to hear us, and we do this because we love it. But today, we're actually doing kind of a special episode. I guess you can call it special, because recently we just watched One Piece Gold due to its re-release in theaters. And also, the reason for One Piece Gold re-release is because next week, I believe, next week is August 6th, right? I believe it is.
I think so.
Yes, because next week will be the release of the new One Piece movie, One Piece Red.
What?
Yep, I'm being serious, Joe.
One Piece Red.
Yes. For those of you who don't know, we've been waiting for One Piece Red because we've been wanting to see a One Piece movie that will have something to do with Red Hair Shanks. Red Hair Shanks is probably one of my favorite characters, even though he's not seen in the anime as much as all the other characters are.
He's really not.
But when you do see him, he does make an appearance, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he has a big appearance that he makes. Always. I mean, you might think it's small, but it's actually a pretty big one.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one. And I like to also mention to anyone who hasn't listened to one of our previous episodes that I mentioned, that after like the One Piece's 1050th episode, it said like, I don't remember the whole message, but it was like, the adventure is only just begun. I'm like, we're at 1,000 episodes into the anime, and that's getting put in there now?
Yeah, they got to show you the beginning now. They've already showed you the middle.
They showed us the beginning. That was the beginning. 1,000 episodes was the beginning. So what we're going to have, 2,000, at 2,000, we're at the middle point, and then finally we get to episode 10,000, it's going to be like, finally, Luffy is the king of the pirates.
You feel me?
We're going to be dead by the time he's king of the pirates.
Well, I guess everybody else will have to keep on watching.
Yeah, I guess they will keep on watching. But, I mean, today, like we said, we're reviewing a One Piece film called One Piece Gold. Those of you who haven't watched One Piece Gold, I think I would like to nickname this one Piece, the Straw Hats Go to Vegas. Because it was like they were in Vegas during this, in this film. Because it was basically, the film takes place in a casino. Like the biggest casino in the sea.
Facts. It was,
What? It was, what?
I was trying to think of, they said it was like six, like, for the length on it.
6 miles. Grand Tour.
Yeah, yes, I think it is 6. I think it was 6 miles.
Yeah, Gild Tesoro. Although it's a ship, it's recognized as like a country by the Marines.
Yeah.
but we recently later found out why it is recognized as a country by the Marines, because even though he's got a recognized country, the guy who's running it's still a pirate.
Yep.
But really, I call it like the Straw Hats go to Vegas, because that's what it looked like to me in Vegas.
That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
And there was no leaving.
Yeah. That's kind of like, I guess you can say, I felt Vegas probably works. You can't pay off your debt that you gamble away. You have to work there to get it paid off. I've always found Vegas to be kind of an evil place where people try to steal your money. Maybe it's just because it's the gambling capital. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure Vegas truly isn't like that. But let's get into a little bit of a plot summary here. Basically, although none of the One Piece films are canon, this actually, One Piece Gold actually takes place after the Dressrosa arc. I don't know if you have gotten that far, Joe. The Dressrosa arc?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, you do know.
I hadn't really been watching One Piece, the show lately. I've been, right now I've just been trying to get crap settled at work to where I can do right.
And can watch a bunch of other animes. I know we got a bunch of animes to watch.
I'm watching what I can to be able to make sure that I do the cast right now, and then once I get more time, I'll be able to do more.
Okay, well, I know you haven't watched the Dressrosa arc, but you do know who Doflamingo is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy with the glasses, the creepy-looking guy. Well, in the Dressrosa arc, Luffy fights him. So, I mean, just to give you a heads up, so he's already fought Doflamingo. He's now in prison.
Okay.
That's just the basic sum of it, but I'm not going to go into full detail for when you get closer to that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And not quite, but I mean, Luffy's bounty has gone up to like 500 million berries, and he's close to becoming the new Emperor of the Sea. But of course, he doesn't become the new Emperor of the Sea till after he fights Big Mom. I think any One Piece fan all knows that, who's been keeping up with the One Piece series. But basically, what happens is that in this movie, I was about to say show because it is a show. The Straw Hats go to what's known as Gran Tereso, which is a ship and an entertainment city. So, like we said, it's Vegas on water.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, they show up and they're immediately treated like VIPs.
Yep, because of their bounties.
Yeah, because of their bounties and because of their big names. I mean, we're not going to go full detail in the movie, but there's a reason why only big-name pirates were VIPs on their list.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, when they're treated like VIPs, they get special treatment. They give, like, free money and everything to do whatever they want. And they basically keep winning and win a lot of money, which, of course, Nami is happy about that.
Yep.
How greedy her ass is.
And she was even talking about backing out, though.
Yeah, she was talking about backing out. That's because Luffy's such an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy's so big of an idiot, he has no fear of anything. That's why he just throws the money away on anything he wants.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I've always seen Luffy. He has no fear because he's so stupid. I mean, I don't know if that's how you see Luffy, but that's how I've always seen Luffy, in my opinion.
I mean, Luffy is stupid, and I can see where you see that so.
Yes. Well, continuing on with the movie, I'm sorry to get sidetracked here to talk about stuff that probably everyone already knows about One Piece. But basically, as their winning streak keeps going on, the concierge, the girl who greeted them in the beginning, invites them up to the VIP room where they can gamble for much bigger money. Basically, they could have over 1 billion berries in one game. And well, of course, Luffy wins on the first game right away, but then something interesting happens, and the leader of Gran Tereso comes in there and actually challenges Luffy to a gamble. And well, what happens is the leader, whose name is Gild Tesoro, he ends up winning instead. And later it finds out that the only reason why the Straw Hats were winning was because of the concierge's devil fruit powers.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell them what it was, Joey?
It was basically luck.
Yes. The concierge, with just a single touch, had the power to give people luck or make them unlucky.
So unlucky that banana peels came out of nowhere.
Yes. So basically, ever since which she did shake hands with the Straw Hat Luffy from the very beginning, she made him lucky from the very beginning, which is why they kept winning from the start. And then basically, with a single touch again, she took away all his luck.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, she didn't just take his luck, she took basically his confidence away too. I mean, his stomach actually was hurting.
Yeah, he apparently ate too much and all. Like,
how does his stomach start hurting? I've never seen Luffy's stomach hurt, not once. But I mean, not only that, he tripped on a banana peel. She turned Luffy from one of the most feared pirates in the sea into a total klutz.
Yep.
That sounds kind of scary. And basically, the Straw Hats were ready to fight their way out of here, but then, of course, Sanji falls for the concierge's tricks because the concierge happens to be a beautiful woman. You know, Sanji can't resist that. And once he got close enough to her, all she had to do was touch him right away.
And he burnt himself with his own cigarette.
He became unlucky.
How? His own cigarette caught himself on fire.
And then he slipped and fell.
On a banana peel.
Yes. But, I mean, yeah. Sanji fights with cigarettes, so if he's dropping his cigarette on himself, that's kind of saying something right there.
I mean, for real.
The only time he ever stops fighting is just to take his cigarette out of his mouth so he can get another hit.
Mm-hmm.
But then the real deal happens, which puts the Straw Hats in more trouble, is the fact that not only did they go in debt, but Zoro, Joey's favorite character, by the way, went nuts. And, of course, he doesn't think either like Luffy and ends up getting captured by Gild Tesoro because he has the power to turn everything that's gold. He has the power to manipulate it.
Yep. He basically trapped him in a gold stand.
Now, I think it was either that or he started turning him into gold because it was raining gold and everything. And that,
I mean, yeah, he started turning him into gold, but then he wound up, he started taking the gold and really forming it around him because the rain gold was landing on them. And he just basically made that become more gold all the way around them to trap them, and then he started making them into a stand.
Yes. So basically, they became blackmailed and bribed because Gild Tesoro said that he could pay off their debt, clear their debt right now with Zoro's execution because his bounty was worth how much their debt was.
Yep.
And of course, Nami, they were given 1 day to get the bounty together. Will they or won't they? Well, I don't want to give too much information.
That's going to be for y'all to find out.
Yeah. Whether they get it or not, I mean, that's really up to you. Find out, or whether they just break Zoro out the old-fashioned way.
Which one's going to happen?
I don't know.
A big question.
But let's go delve into some more detail about about the show. Now that we've actually told you guys basically a good bit of what happens in the plot, though we don't want to go delve too deep. Though I'm sure a lot of One Piece fans who are big fans of One Piece have probably seen this movie, but still, just to be safe, we won't go too deep into the film. I like to give this a kind of a comparison review, comparing it to the first One Piece film we actually reviewed, which was Strong World. But, I mean, let's first start off with the setting. Gild Tesoro, not the best setting for a One Piece movie, in my opinion.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's not the best, but it was okay. You know, the crocodile place was a little bit better to me.
Yeah.
The setup of it was a little better to me than this one. So.
Yes. basically it had like I said, like maybe 3 times already, it was basically Vegas on the water. And from what I saw, I mean, there's no way that this place was going to be good from the moment they got in there. There was no way it was going to be good. But of course, I'm pretty sure the reason why they were there is because Nami can't control her greed. Although they didn't go into that, I can guarantee you the probably reason they were there, it was Nami's idea.
Yep. It actually, she even makes a statement that she's in the movie that she told them that it would be great. It would be a good break, basically.
Yeah.
A good neutral ground to go to and see and gain money.
Yeah. Well, you know how she is with money, but also going into the thing, I mean, the idea of the villain wasn't great at all. I mean, obviously, he didn't need to capture pirates or anything like that. I mean, to make money. He had the power to manipulate gold or to make gold himself. But
he had the power to manipulate any gold he touched.
Yeah, but, I mean, he basically, in my opinion, had so much money, he actually he turned his money into his ship.
Basically.
Yeah. I just didn't like his character. I mean, he was villainous, of course, like every other One Piece villain, the usual villains that we kind of see in One Piece, but I didn't like his power. It kind of reminded me of the vibe he gave off was kind of like that reflector villain from My Hero.
I mean, kind of, yeah. He attacked a couple times, but not that much.
Yes. But I mean, he basically, everything around him was his weapon. That was his thing. And just like Reflector, his whole body was a weapon because he just all you had to do was hit him and he reflected right back at you. There's no point in trying to fight Gild Tesoro because since he rained gold on you and now it's in your system because it's like at the DNA level, he has you basically under his thumb from the beginning. Gild Tesoro's whole plan was kind of mischievous and kind of just like no different than a con artist in my opinion. Basically, no matter who comes in there, if there's somebody that's worth something like the Straw Hats, he uses his VIP concierge to basically make it feel like it's paradise for them. And then he basically, in the moment when the time is right, he just takes it away, basically making them like either owe debt or he just takes the pirates' heads and basically uses their bounties to kind of keep them his own ship afloat.
Yep. That's basically all he does.
I mean, it's no different than a con artist, in my opinion. But I mean, it's Vegas. I mean,
what can you say, right?
Or Gild Tesoro, whatever one you want to see it. But I mean, it's no different than Vegas, in my opinion, but there's plenty of those probably there. Honestly, I liked the concierge power. I actually liked her power better than the other one, than the actual main villain. Her power to make someone lucky or unlucky, basically. I mean, with that kind of power, she possibly could turn either Shanks or Blackbeard, into the stupidest pirates in the world.
Yeah.
Just by touching them.
Basically.
But I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that easy, of course, because of course not with Shanks, because he has Conqueror's Hockey. If he senses something, he'll just put her ass on the ground right away. I mean, of course, Luffy's too stupid to realize that, so he couldn't do that himself.
Luffy's like, I'm gonna shake hands with you constantly. Yay, yay.
I'm so happy.
Let's go on an adventure.
I'm guessing I think one thing you didn't like, I'm guessing, is the fact that Zoro didn't get much, screen time in this movie. Because, of course, he was a prisoner.
I mean, yeah, he didn't get much screen time, but that's alright.
Yeah, I know, but I know when you watch One Piece, your usual thing is to see Zoro go off on people.
You're right. And, I mean, but that might be the case, but it's not like the main main. It might be my main thing, but it's not the main thing over the whole movie.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's talk more about their little plan. Obviously, if Luffy wasn't so stupid right from the beginning, he probably would have caught on to the whole fact in the beginning. I mean, that's why they have Robin there.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who catches everything.
Yep.
Okay, just answer me this, Joey, to me. Do you think Robin is the only one that has any common sense and powers of observance on the whole crew?
Really and truthfully, not really. Okay, Robin's not the only one. Nomni has some whenever it don't come down to money. Okay, if it comes down to money, it don't matter. But if it don't come down to money, like the way this movie was set up, if it's not mainly around money, then she can do decent with knowledge and stuff like that, like be able to do right a little bit.
I guess you can say that too, but I mean, it just seems like Robin was the only one catching on to everything from the beginning. That
I mean, in this movie, yeah. So Robin was the only one catching on to me too. But that's what I'm saying. Like with Nomni, if it wasn't if it wasn't surrounded with money, then she would have been able to catch on a little bit better. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because she's more worried about money and nothing else.
Yeah, I think we've seen that. She was suspicious of Robin from the beginning when she joined the crew. And then she was, right away, Robin got her attention. It's like, oh, speaking of which, I actually have some jewels in my pocket. And then, you know what? Nami was like, went from, being suspicious to like, best friends forever.
Yay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the only one who actually questioned Robin when they first joined the crew was Usopp, and it's not like he was gonna do anything to her.
Nah, he was just trying to make her spill the beans.
I guess you could say Usopp kind of has some observance too, but he's kind of an idiot, and he's just too scared of everything.
He's a wuss.
Yeah, I guess you can say that too. You don't like Usopp, do you?
I mean, if he would actually like hit his targets, then maybe. But this man, I don't know what this man is like. Hey, I'm gonna shoot at the ground in front of you instead of actually at your feet or at your head.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. I mean, I think he joined the crew because he was on Shanks's crew. His dad was on Shanks's crew.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's not that bad of a shooter. I mean, yes, I will admit when it comes down to shooting, yeah, I'd rather put that kind of power more in Frankie's hands, since he's the engineer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But Usopp's not that bad.
He's not that bad, but it's just, I don't know, man.
And that's why they call him.
He's just a wuss and runs from everything, and to me, can't really aim.
That's because, that's why he's known as the Sniper King to the Marines. But I mean, yes, you take his sniping weapons away, yeah, he's basically useless.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how Usopp is. But I mean, all anime characters have their flaws. I mean, just look at Sanji.
Yep. All
you have to do is probably put your girlfriend in front of him, and then you got him subdued. I mean, Brook is just freaking nuts, but I think he gets that from being on a ghost ship for so long.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely on that one.
And I mean, he's powerful too. He's the only devil fruit user I know who has the balls to run on water. Not that he has any anymore. Which is what he would say. Because it's his skull jokes that he always always uses.
Yeah.
But I mean, and Chopper is better fighter than Usopp, yet his bounty's like less than $200.
Facts. They call him the pet.
Yeah, it's funny. I really wonder if the fact of that is the fact behind that is because either Usopp never gets, not Usopp, either Chopper never gets mentioned, or it's just if the Marines are there, they never see him fight.
Facts. I think it's just that they never see him fight.
That for that long? How long has he been a member of the crew? He's been a member of the crew longer than Robin and Frankie. And
I mean, you never know, man.
But I mean, Robin.
Chopper has that ability. Oh God, the military's coming.
But I mean, Robin was basically on the run from the Navy. That's why her bounty's so high. She's been running almost her whole life.
Yeah. I think since she was like, what, 7?
Yeah, it's 7. She's known as Demon Child Robin. It's because of her devil fruit powers why she runs. I think it's because when she was young, she was taking people's lives by accident because she couldn't control it yet. But then she met Admiral Aokiji, the ice user of the Marines, and then somehow she got mixed up with Crocodile. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, guys, when it comes to the One Piece storyline. One Piece is super long, and it's been a while since I've watched that part. But let's continue more. Well, actually, before we get back to the review on Gold, back on Robin. I know we've been talking about Robin a lot. It's so interesting that after the time skip, she went from being like, Egyptian tan to a white girl. I mean, you've seen how Robin used to look in the original animation, right? She was certainly not white.
Nah. She's like pale now.
Yeah. Then you go to the time skip, and then she's white.
Yep.
Okay, now my only thought to that is the fact that where she was during the time skip, she was in a snowy area. So I was saying, did the snow pale her skin out?
I mean, anything's possible.
In an anime world, yeah, anything's possible, man. So that's what I say. But I know the real reason why it happened, of course. It was just the animation studio changed and they made things a little bit different. I don't really know what. Of course, I just think the animation just got better, I guess. But I mean, they still should have kept her original skin tone, in my opinion. I like the older look of Robin over the newer one. I mean, I don't know about your personal opinion. What do you think?
I mean,
I like both looks, but the older look is just, that will always be original Robin, in my opinion.
I mean, it will always be original, yeah, but, I'm not really,
You don't care. Joey don't care, everybody. Robin is Robin. His favorite character, and he likes her. That's what he wants his girlfriend to cosplay as. But yeah, back on the movie, since we're just getting into like a One Piece talk. But I mean, honestly, I think me and Joey could honestly talk about One Piece for hours. Wouldn't you agree?
maybe.
But we're trying to focus on One Piece Gold here. Okay. So, I mean, along with, other than the villains are the main things we need to talk, are the main things we would be talking about, because everyone knows about the One Piece characters and the Straw Hats, of course. But, I mean, other than, I just really did this. Sorry, give me a second to catch my breath. When it comes to this movie and compare it to Strong World, I think, in my opinion, Strong World was a lot better. Better plot line. This movie kind of gave off the vibe that it was kind of stretched too. I don't know if you got that feeling too, Joe, but I mean, Gold kind of felt a little bit stretched.
I mean, it did feel a little, and it was a decent movie. It wasn't the best, but it was okay. Basically, yeah, I mean, Strong World. I don't know what I was about to say.
Strong World. was better or not as good?
Nah, Strong World was for sure a little bit was for sure better than Gold, but Gold wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't crappy. It was just it felt a little stretched. It was like, I don't know. The villain was just like, I don't know. He could have been better.
Yes, the villain could have been better. Oh, I'd like to also mention something. I mean, how would you feel like going to this place and basically everyone who's there to serve you is no different than a Playboy bunny? That's what it looked like all the servers looked like to me. They look like Playboy bunnies.
I mean, if that's what they want to be, that's what they want to be. That's all on them, for me personally.
I mean, it wasn't just the concierge that looked hot. It was like almost every waitress, every, bookkeeper was a woman. Everyone working there looked like was a woman, in my opinion. Other than the people who had to sit in the back, like cooks and things like that. Mm-hmm. But everyone who was in the front of the house was a woman. Mm-hmm. And they all looked dressed up kind of like bunnies, Playboy bunnies. The only other character I would like to say something about is, of course, Nami's friend that you end up seeing in the show, who actually is, like, working there. She's, like, working as, like, the main entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like her. How could she diss Nami hard?
I mean, I don't know. She really flip-flopped a lot, too.
Yeah, she flip-flopped a lot.
But she did do Nami wrong.
Yeah, she did do Nami wrong, but, I mean, unlike Nami, who played the nice... Their kind of acts, the way they robbed people, was very different. Mm-hmm. It seems like with her friend, all she had to do was show off her... She was just showing off her cleavage, like she did during their little plan.
Yeah.
Because she was like, it's so big!
Yeah.
And of course, she was showing off her tits in that. Well, every time she said big. Mm-hmm. And then at the very end, of course, when they escape, she just takes the whole place. I was like, well, she's covered.
Yep. She's like, well, I got the whole thing now. I'll run it. It's okay.
A thief through and through.
Yep.
At least Nami had some feelings about people.
Yeah, the other girl just don't care. Well, no, I can't state that, because now that he can't technically control the gold, if she does run their place as a good person, then she could care about people, the people that are there. You get what I'm saying? Because there's still people on there.
Yeah, I know there's still people on there, but we don't know.
You never know. You really don't know unless they let us know.
They probably won't, because...
Probably not.
Because One Piece films, none of them are canon, but they just take place somewhere in the timeline.
Yep.
Well, I can't say not all of them are not canon, but I guess there are some specials that they do that's like in-betweenquels that actually are technically canon, like 3D2Y, which is actually... during the time skip after the Battle of Marineford, Luffy is just by himself training with Rayleigh, learning how to use his haki, of course, and then he leaves to help Boa Hancock's sisters since they get kidnapped. But, I mean, that's been technically canon, even though it's a special, like, movie. But I'm saying, I guess none of the official movies, like Gold or Strong World, are not canon. Or Stampede, too. But I mean, let's give you guys our verdict. One Piece Gold, of course, is a yay on my side.
I'm gonna have to go with an AniyayAninay as well. Just not as good as Strong World.
Definitely not as good as Strong World, but I mean, I think Red will be better than Strong World.
I can see Red being better than Strong World as long as they do it right.
Yes. Well, I mean, you never actually watched One Piece Stampede, which is the newest one, and that one was like probably the best one I've seen, best One Piece film I've seen.
Yeah. Well, I'll get to it whenever I get.
But yes, so on both sides, One Piece Gold gets an Aniyay. And before we wrap this show up, we'd just like to give you guys a heads up. Tune in next time, of course, during our Studio Ghibli series, where we will be reviewing Pom Poko, our next Studio Ghibli film that Joey drew.
Yep, the one that I was like, huh? What is this? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
But until next time, I'm your host, John.
And I'm Joey.
We'll see you
On the next one.